Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day of A Year in Miracles. Today we are on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson 132, and yes, I am in the car and on the road again. So I'm going to jump right into this lesson because it's a long one, but it's amazing. I think you're going to love this. Lesson 132 in A Course in Miracles is, I loose the world from all I thought it was. What keeps the world in chains but your beliefs? And what can save the world except yourself? Belief is powerful indeed. The thoughts you hold are mighty, and illusions are as strong in their effects as is the truth. A madman thinks the world he sees is real and does not doubt it, nor can he be swayed by questioning his thoughts' effects. It is but when their source is raised to question that the hope of freedom comes to him at last. Yet is salvation easily achieved, for anyone is free to change his mind, and all his thoughts change with it. Now the source of thought has shifted, for to change your mind means you have changed the source of all ideas you think or ever thought, or yet will think. You free the past from what you thought before. You free the future from all ancient thoughts of seeking what you do not want to find. The present now remains the only time. Here in the present is the world set free. For as you let the past be lifted and release the future from your ancient fears, you find escape and give it to the world. You have enslaved the world with all your fears, your doubts and miseries, your pain and tears, and all your sorrows press on it, and keep the world a prisoner to your beliefs. Death strikes it everywhere, because you hold the bitter thoughts of death within your mind. The world is nothing in itself. Your mind must give it meaning, and what you behold upon it are your wishes. Act it out so you can look on them and think them real. Perhaps you think you did not make the world, but came unwittingly to what was made already, hardly waiting for your thoughts to give it meaning. Yet in truth, you found exactly what you looked for when you came. There is no world apart from what you wish, and herein lies your ultimate release. Change but your mind on what you want to see, and all the world must change accordingly. Ideas leave not their source. This central theme is often stated in the text and must be borne in mind if you would understand the lesson for today. It is not pride which tells you that you made the world you see, and that it changes as you change your mind. But it is pride that argues you have come into a world quite separate from yourself, impervious to what you think and quite apart from what you chance to think it is. There is no world. This is the central thought the Course attempts to teach. Not everyone is ready to accept it, and each one must go as far as he can let himself be led along the road to truth. He will return and go still farther, or perhaps step back a while and then return again. But healing is the gift of those who are prepared to learn there is no world and can accept the lesson now. Their readiness will bring the lesson to them in some form which they can understand and recognize. Some see it suddenly on point of death and rise to teach it. Others find it in experience that is not of this world, which shows them that the world does not exist because what they behold must be the truth, and yet it clearly contradicts the world. And some will find it in this course and in the exercises that we do today. Today's idea is true because the world does not exist, and if it is indeed your own imagining, then you can loose it from all things you ever thought it was by merely changing all the thoughts that gave it these appearances. The sick are healed as you let go all thoughts of sickness, and the dead arise when you let thoughts of life replace all thoughts you ever held of death. A lesson earlier repeated once must now be stressed again, for it contains the firm foundation for today's idea. You are as God created you. There is no place where you can suffer, and no time that can bring change to your eternal state. How can a world of time and place exist if you remain as God created you? What is the lesson for today except another way of saying that to know yourself is the salvation of the world? To free the world from every kind of pain is but to change your mind about yourself. There is no world apart from your ideas, because ideas leave not their source, and you maintain the world within your mind in thought. Yet, if you are as God created you, you cannot think apart from Him, nor make what does not share His timelessness and love. Are these inherent in the world you see? Does it create like Him? Unless it does, it is not real, and cannot be at all. If you are real, the world you see is false. For God's creation is unlike the world in every way, and as it was His thought by which you were created, so it is your thoughts which make it, and must set it free, that you may know the thoughts you share with God. Release the world. Your real creations wait for this release, to give you fatherhood, not of illusions, but as God in truth. God shares His fatherhood with you, who are His Son, for He makes no distinctions in what is Himself and what is still Himself. What He creates is not apart from Him, and nowhere does the Father end, the Son begin, as something separate from Him. There is no world because it is a thought apart from God, and made to separate the Father and the Son, and break away a part of God Himself, and thus destroy His wholeness. Can a world which comes from this idea be real? Can it be anywhere? Deny illusions, but accept the truth. Deny you are a shadow briefly laid upon a dying world. Release your mind, and you will look upon the world released. Today our purpose is to free the world from all the idle thoughts we ever held about it, and about all living things we see upon it. They cannot be there, no more can we. For we are in the home our Father set for us, along with them, and we who are created, and we are as He created us, would loose the world from this day from every one of our illusions, that we may be free. Begin the 15-minute periods in which we practice twice today with this. I, who remain as God created me, would loose the world from all I thought it was, for I am real because the world is not, and I would know my own reality. Then merely rest, alert, but with no strain, and let your mind in quietness be changed, so that the world is freed along with you. You need not realize that healing comes to many brothers far across the world, as well as to the ones you see nearby, as you send out these thoughts to bless the world. But you will sense your own release, although you may not fully understand as yet that you could never be released alone. Throughout the day, increase the freedom sent through your ideas to all the world, and say whenever you are tempted to deny the power of your simple change of mind, I loose the world from all I thought it was, and choose my own reality instead. And that's it. That is our lesson for today. I know it's a long one, but wow, how powerful is that? And it seems unbelievable, right? That the world is not real. But let me share something that I did, probably maybe 20 years ago now. So when I was doing a little bit of soul searching and trying to figure out who I was, and what religion is and what spirituality is, I came upon a book by Stuart Wildey, and it was called The Sixth Sense. And he had this meditation in there, and he's funny. I don't know if you have ever read any of his works, but he's got a great sense of humor. And reading his book, I came upon a chapter on meditation, and he said, this whole thing about having to sit in stillness for hours and hours, and you have to be a trained meditator to get to this place of no mind and to experience meditation, he said that's all a bunch of rubbish. So he leads you through this way to get you there immediately into a deep, deep sense of meditation. And it was all about opening up the chakras and starting at, you know, at your ground chakra and opening that up and just kind of spinning this orb up and down through your chakras, almost like you're dribbling a basketball. But you really had to visualize it and kind of pause at each chakra and visualize your eye on that chakra opening. So I thought, yeah, I'll try this. It sounds interesting. So, you know, I started visualizing this spinning orb, and I would raise it up through my chakras and, you know, up and down and up and down. And you know, it was kind of relaxing and interesting. I had no expectations because he didn't say what was going to happen, right? And so maybe the third time I was dribbling it up to my crown, and then I brought it back down to my third eye chakra, and I started visualizing that chakra opening, and the craziest thing happened. I jumped into it. I didn't mean to. I just kind of jumped into this enormous, expansive state, and there were white lights everywhere, but it was this vacuum of openness, and I got so excited I kind of lost my breath, almost like if you put goggles on underwater for the first time in a Caribbean beautiful ocean and you looked under the water and saw all of these fish, right? It was like a new world kind of opened up to me that I didn't know was there, and I got really excited. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I don't see a door. How do I get out? And with that thought, I kind of jumped out of it. But the really interesting thing about the whole experience was my body felt like it was completely cleaned or cleared of any kind of sickness or illness. It was as if someone had taken my whole body and dipped it in a vat of like white healing light. And I didn't have any like mucus, you know, like the normal kind of stuff that you just feel every day and you take for granted. You don't feel sick, you just kind of feel like, you know, a little mucusy or whatever it is that's going on with your body. All completely gone. I felt completely, I don't even know, healed, I guess, in every way. That's the best way to describe it. But it kind of is an example that I experienced that this world that we see is not what it's all about. This is a projection of our thoughts and of our mind. So whether you get it from an experience like that or from doing the lessons in A Course in Miracles, a lot of people experience it, you know, when they have a near-death experience, they understand that this is not it. You know, this is what our thoughts are showing us, and you can change your thoughts. And as you change your thoughts, the world you see changes. And so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And thank you for joining here on the live feed. I hope you are all having a wonderful Mother's Day. Oh my goodness, there's so many of you here joining me this morning. Good morning, Barb. Good to see you on the live feed. Hey, Leslie, nice to see you here. Good morning, Marty. Good to see you here. Hi, Alicia. Happy Mother's Day to all of you moms out there. Good morning, Nell. Hi, Barb. Hi, Vera. Great to see all of you guys. Good morning, Jody. Thank you, everyone, for the Mother's Day wishes. Thank you, Leslie. Hi, Francine. Good to see you here. Hi, Jody. Happy Mother's Day to you. Good morning, Michael. Hey, Carol. Good morning, Mark. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you again for the Mother's Day wishes. Good morning, Lori. Yes, Miracles, Spirit, love Mother's Day to you too. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Vera. Good morning, Greg. Hi, Genevieve. Good to see you on the live feed. Good morning, Bonnie. Hi, Cheryl. Yes, happy Mother's Day to you too. Hi, Cramty. Good to see you. Hey, Kelly. Thanks, Greg. Happy Mother's Day. So, you know, today we are on the road, and I'm here, you know, with my family here, driving in the car, and we're heading to an amusement park, right? So, in a way, it's kind of like a dream within a dream, right? So, we're going to the amusement park to have a great time today, and you can see Bo in the back seat with his earbuds on, and there's my honey driving us. But, you know, it's kind of like the world we see, right? We're going to the amusement park to have fun and ride the rides and have a great time today, you know, within this illusion. And if we could just think of the world like that, you know, like we're here to have a good time. We're here to experience what it's like to be in this dream of this body, to be able to smell and jump and run and play. And then we forget that we're here to enjoy it, and we just take it too seriously, right? Course in Miracles say the moment we forgot to laugh, to enjoy our experience. So again, you know, understand that you are creating it as you go. You are making it up as you go. So just wanted to share that with you today. So Mother's Day is a fun day for me to spend with my kiddos, and my daughter's out in LA, so I get to grab my son, and he came down to visit. So we're heading to Disney for the day. High five to Jeff from Greg Farrell. Hey, Greg. All right, have a great day, guys, and I will see you tomorrow morning with our next live Course in Miracles workbook lesson. Until then, enjoy this lesson, and you know, try it on and try to see the world. This is not the world. The world is not real. You're making it up. I know it's hard to grasp, but you know, see how that works today as you're going through your day. Try to change your mind about the world and see if the world changes as you change your mind. And that's it. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.